heavens are telling the glory of God, and the firmament declare his handiwork. Day unto day calls for speech, and night unto night calls for knowledge. It is a pleasure to come your way with another edition of What Do You Know? And I must emphasize that this quiz is the longest running in the history of quiz competitions in Ghana. This is the 16th preliminary set of the 2020 championship. My name is Abraham Donko, sitting in for your regular quizmaster Dan Afariabwa. Before we go into action, we would like to have a ballot for the next set of contestants who are to appear on the program. So I would like to call on fellow contestants to come forward. Each of you come forward to pick some names that we have put together for the subsequent programs or subsequent quiz competition. So I would like to quarterfinals indeed. So we pick one. Please open it. There are some names on it, and please pick one here. Pick one from here. Okay. So that is pot. That is for pot one. Pot one. Thank you very much. Yes. Please pick. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm grateful. So for pot one, we have the following: Mauli Duser Anthony. We have Stephen Enyan, Cizalo A. Latif Yusuf, and John Chapri. That is for pot one. I run you through the names again. Victor Amati. These are the names for pot one. I run you through the names again. Mauli Duse Anthony, Stephen Enyan, John Chapri, and Latif Yusuf. Also included is Victor Amati. Thank you very much. These are the contestants for pot one. A round of applause, please. Please come forward and let's do for the second pot. Please pick 5 others. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. So for pot 2, we have the following: Emmanuel Enim, Kweku Chibu, Xavier Gidi, Fiawom Dobe, and John Awuni. Also included in this spot is Paul Afarimeka, former champion. So I'll run you through the names for pot 2 again: Emmanuel Enim, Kweku Chibu, Xavier Gidi, Fiawom Dobe, and John Awuni. And also included is former champion Paul Afarimeka. Round of applause, please. We now move on to the third pot. Please pick 5. And please open this one. Very well. Thank you very much. So for pot 3, a round of applause, please. For pot 3, we have Stephen Gadiko, Evans Wovanu, Amidou Fuseni, and Benjamin Indebugri. A round of applause, please. Stephen Gadiko, Evans Wovanu, and Amidou Fuseni, as well as Benjamin Indebugri. Please, the applause is too low. Applause is too low. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please make a way here and let's do the ballot for pot 4. Pot 4. Thank you. Please pick 5. I like the way you're shuffling. Thank you. Please pick 2 more. Thank you very much. A round of applause, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So for part 4, we have Nicholas Nwine, Saraju Inusa Idrisu, Emmanuel Akwa, Godwin Hosu, and Richard Amwan. And also included in this spot is Jude Aholu. Let me run you through the names again. Nicholas Nwine, Saraju Inusa Idrisu, Emmanuel Akwa, Godwin Hosu, Richard Amwa, and Jude Aholu. A round of applause, please. And we now move on to port 5. Port 5. Please open this one up and give me 5 names from here. Thank you very much. Please pick 5 names from here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please a round of applause for him. So for port 5, we have the following: Sylvester Tete, Jonas Osaibunsu, Francis Nobeji, and Kasim Faisal. Also included in this is Haruna Muhammad. So let me run you through the names again. Sylvester Tete, Jonas Osaibunsu, Francis Nobeji, Charles Debra, Kasim Faisal, and Haruna Muhammad. Thank you very much. We now move on to port 6. Port 6. So port 6, we have Fred Danso Amwako. Fred Danso Amwako. Round of applause, please. We have Isaac Nam, Dominic Ebina, Collins Mensa Kuda, Noel Nana Edusai Bunsu, and Isaac Godson. Please a round of applause. A round of applause. Collins Mensa Kuda, Isaac Godson, Noel Nana Edusai Bunsu, Dominic Ebina, and Isaac Nam. And for the final port, not also forgetting Fred Danso Amwako. The last contestants drawn in port 7. We have Courage Hachu, a former champion, I believe, Isaac Ajay, Salim Ahmed Salim, a former champion, George Venato, and Bright Tulasi, and also Philip Labi. We also have Anthony Oyagbero. So we have Courage Hachu, Philip Labi, Anthony Oyagbero, Bright Tulasi, George Venato, and Isaac Ajay. Also included is Salim Ahmed Salim. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much. So we are done for the lots for subsequent competitions as far as the quarterfinals is concerned. And for today's competition, we have 3 contestants, and with the permission of our producer, I want them to introduce themselves. Gentlemen, I'll start from my left.
My name is Agodoto Mondial from Sugakope, past student of Katasmia High Technical School.
And I'm George Benato, Lita Blue for Company Sakra.
Joseph Banya Sumbo from WA in the Upper West region and a teacher at Hermon Senior High Technical.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Contestants, it's now time to zoom into action. And with the kind permission of my producer, we go into round 1. Now, let me begin with you, Tormund. Tormund, the Bible or the good news has said that Methuselah is considered the oldest man to have lived. Methuselah was 969 years old when he died, but who attained the age of 500 years before giving birth in the Bible? Someone attained the age of 500 years before he gave birth in the Bible. Who is this persona? He was 500 years before he gave birth. Who is this person? in contention? Thurmond, time is running out. You're guessing. He was 500 years before he gave birth. Who is this? Or who are we referring to? Victor or George?
Enoch.
Enoch. No, I disagree. Joseph?
Noah.
Noah is the right answer. Noah indeed was 500 years when he gave birth according to biblical records. Now Joseph, you have 1 point. So by the statutory or the guidelines guiding this very competition, we give you the next question for 3 points. Now Joseph, and mind you, you're also my grandson in the Bible. So Joseph, when God created man, he made him in the likeness, on the likeness of God. Male and female, he created them. And he blessed them and named them men or man, and they were created according to Genesis chapter 5 verses 1 to 3, according to the English Standard Version. Now, how old was Adam? Listen to this carefully. How old was Adam when he fathered his own son in his own likeness? How old was he when he fathered the son in his own likeness? According to Genesis chapter 5 1 to 3.
130 years.
130 years indeed. 130 years. 130 years. Now, to you, Thurmond, who did Adam father according to biblical narratives? According to biblical narratives, who did Adam father?
Cain.
No, I disagree. Come again.
Abel.
Not Abel. George.
The Seth.
Seth, indeed. According to biblical narratives, Adam fathered Seth. Now to you, George. The Hindus received their religion through revelation, known as the Vedas. These are direct intuitional revelations and are held to be entirely superhuman. Now the term Veda comes from the root Vid, that is V-I-D. What does the word Veda mean? Veda, V-E-D-A. What does it mean when it comes to the Hindu religion?
It means the verse.
No, not the verse.
Redeemer.
Not the Redeemer. Joseph.
It means scripture.
Not scripture. Thurmond.
The maker.
Not the baker. Indeed, it means knowledge. Knowledge. Vida means knowledge. So, back to you, Joseph. No, George.
Yeah.
George. Yes. Now, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is the founder of Islam. There are two main groups in Islam. What are these two major groups? I'm talking about two major groups in Islam. What are these?
We have the Ahmadiyya and
No. Joseph, for a bonus.
The Sunni and the Shias.
Yes, the Sunnis and the Shiites. The Sunnis are known as the majority and the Shiites are the minority. Now, to you, Joseph, originally linked with Islam to mark the birth of Muhammad, the festival has gradually taken on a traditional rather than an Islamic tone. Originally linked with Islam to mark the birth of the Prophet Muhammad, the festival has gradually taken on a traditional rather than an Islamic tone. What is this festival we're talking about?
Damba Festival.
Come again?
Damba Festival.
Indeed, Damba Festival. I don't know what Damba Festival. Now, Thurmond, this festival is an annual harvest festival celebrated by the chiefs and people of a traditional area in Greater Accra, a traditional area in Greater Accra. It is usually celebrated in late March of the first week in April. Late March or the first week in April. What is this festival? A segment of the people in Greater Accra.
The Homo Festival.
It is not Homo, I disagree. You have another opportunity to redeem yourself. George?
pass.
Joseph?
Ohum Festival.
It is not. It is known as the Plejo Festival. Plejo Festival, spelled K-P-L-E-J-O. DJOO Plejo Festival. And that brings us to the end of round 1.
The Ghana Broadcasting Corporation is 85 years old. Hooray! Hooray! GBC is proud to be celebrating its 85th year anniversary from 31st July to the end of December 2020. As part of activities lined up to celebrate this great milestone, there will be a high panel discussion on media and democracy. Date Tuesday 3rd November 2020. Time 3:30 p.m. Venue GBC Studio 1, Kanda, Accra. Come meet the Venerable Professor Audrey Gajepo as she moderates Dr. Ilyasu Mumuni, Lecturer UDS Tamale, Dr. Theodora Ajintete, Lecturer UPSA Accra, and Dr. Michael Sowonu, Lecturer, Department of Communication Studies, University of Cape Coast, and this discussion of our time. This program will be live on GBC television channels, Unique FM 95.7, and all GBC regional and district radio stations. You can as well monitor us on our social media handles powered by gbcghanaonline.com. GBC, your ever authentic and trusted voice of Ghana.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, GBC. We wish you a long life.
At the end of the first round of today's program, Thormond Agodo from Zogakope in the Volta region has no points. George Vinato from Litap Group Company in Accra has 1 point. George Banye from Wa in the Upper West region leads with 8 points.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please, another round of applause for our contestants. They need some more motivation. Thank you very much. And with the permission of my producer, we'll zoom straight into round 2. Now, we begin with you, Thormond. Thormond, this is a festival celebrated in Ghana by the chiefs and people of the southwestern part of the country. It is often labeled as a harvest festival, and it involves dancing, drumming, and feasting. It honors chiefs who have lost some of their political power to the modern nation state. Please identify this festival. It is celebrated in the southwestern part of the country.
The masquerade, it's not dark riding.
I disagree with you on this one. George?
Nanya Festival.
No, you are way off target. Joseph?
Kundum Festival.
Kundum indeed, is it? Kundum it is. Kundum Festival. It is the Kundum Festival. It is usually celebrated between the people of Ahanta and Nzima. So that's the Kundum Festival. Now, we move on to Joseph. Joseph, for 3, this festival is also known as Fire Festival and is celebrated by the Dagomba people. Can you name this festival?
Bugum Festival.
Bugum Festival! Bugum Festival! The Bugum Festival. Now, Thormond, if a national of Ghana is known as a Ghanaian, you and myself, we are Ghanaians, right? How do you call a national of Greece? Greece in Europe. A national, someone who comes from Greece.
A Greek.
A Greek indeed. It is indeed a Greek. It is indeed a Greek. Now, George, it's a tricky one. How do you call a citizen of Cyprus? Cyprus, C-Y-P-R-U-S. Cyprus. How would you call such a person?
It's Cyprus.
Please come again.
Cyprus.
No, I disagree. You spell it.
SYPROISE.
Oh no, you are over the bar.
Cyprus.
No, not Cyprus. Joseph.
Cyprus.
Cyprus. Did I hear Cyprus?
Yes, Cyprus.
Spell, please.
It's CYPRIA. P-R-O-I-T.
Indeed, it's a cyproid. A cyproid. Someone who comes from Cyprus is known as a cyproid. Now, for you, Joseph, if the adjective for Ghana is Ghanaian, as our president will say, fellow Ghanaian, what is that of Finland? Finland.
Finish.
Finish indeed, it is. Finish. Finish. Now, Thormund, you also 3. What is the adjective of Holland, or now known as the Netherlands? Is now commonly known as the Netherlands.
Dutch.
Dutch. Yes, right. Dutch. Now, George, the Netherlands is also called Holland. It's a member of the European Union. It has its capital as Amsterdam, but where is the seat of government located? It's a tricky one. You need to think.
Denmark.
No, Denmark is a country in the Baltic.
Please, the question again, please.
The Netherlands is also called Holland, a member of the European Union. It has its capital as Amsterdam. What or where is the seat of government? Its seat of government, where is it located?
Copenhagen.
No. I'll pass it on to Joseph.
The Hague.
The Hague indeed it is. The Hague. The Hague. George, you've heard a lot about the Hague, where the International Criminal Court's headquarters is. The Hague. Now, to you, Joseph, how's the development of hypertext-based technology, which provides means of displaying text, graphics, and animations, an easy search and navigation tool called? You want me to come again?
Come again.
How is the development of hypertext-based technology, which provides means of displaying text, graphics, and animations, an easy search and navigation tool called?
Networking.
Not networking.
African.
Thormund.
Hypertext toolbox.
Not hypertext toolbox in this context. George.
Hypertext. Hyper technology transfer protocol.
Don't struggle. You are nowhere near. The answer is the World Wide Web, or WWW, or the web.
Tricky.
So please take note. Now, who do I go to? Joseph. Joseph, what is the collective name for goats? Goats. Goats. The collective name for goats.
Head.
Not herd.
Tribe.
Tribe indeed. Tribe it is indeed. Tribe or trip. TRIP. It's either a tribe or trip. Now to you, Thormund, what is the collective name for owls? Owls. That is OWLS. Owls. The collective name for these creatures.
Birds.
Not birds. They are collective name. If they are in a collective, how do you put them? How do you refer to them if they're in a collective? George?
It is parliament.
Parliament! 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 Yes, it is parliament. Now, to you, George, what is the collective name for alligators? Or some people say alligators. Alligators. The collective name.
Intruders.
No, not intruders. Alligators. Joseph?
Congregation.
Congregation! Congregation! A congregation of alligators. A congregation of alligators. Now, to you, Joseph, what is the collective name for cockroaches? Cockroaches. In Tefre, in tree. Cockroaches. Cockroaches.
A swamp.
Not a swamp. Cockroaches.
A nest.
Thormund.
Pass.
George.
Intrusion.
Intrusion again. Intrusion. 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 Now, contestant George, I begin with you. I'm going to name some food substances, and you tell me what type of vitamins could be derived from it. So, what vitamin is found in these food substances? Milk, kidney, egg yolk, liver, and peaches. Milk, kidney, egg yolk, liver, and peaches. What vitamins can be found therein?
A.
What?
Vitamin A.
Vitamin A it is. Vitamin A it is. Now, Joseph, phobias are the most common mental disorders in the world. Now, what is cyberphobia? Cyberphobia. Cyberphobia.
The fear of computers.
The fear of computers. Ladies and gentlemen, the fear of computers. Now, to you, Tormund, defilement and rape are serious offenses men must flee from always. What is ephibophobia? Let me spell it for you. Ephebiphobia. Ephibophobia. Ephibophobia.
The fear of gender.
Not the fear of gender. George?
Fear of teenagers.
Fear of teenagers. Fear of teenagers. Ephibophobia. Ephibophobia. Now, George, what is gamophobia? Gamophobia.
Gamophobia is the fear of marriage.
Fear of marriage. Fear of marriage indeed is gamophobia. Gamophobia. Now, Joseph, what is noctiphobia? Noctiphobia. Spelled Noctiphobia. Noctiphobia.
The fear of the night.
Fear of the night. Nocturnal. Noctiphobia. Now, Tormund, I am a planet. I orbit an average distance of 4.5 billion kilometers from the sun. I measure about 29,000 kilometers across. Who am I? I am a planet.
Earth.
Not Earth. I disagree.
Neptune.
Neptune! Neptune is there! Neptune indeed, it is the answer. Now, George, animals play a major role in the ecological profile of every environment. I'm going to mention the name of an animal and you will tell me its movement. The emphasis is on movement. For example, if I say dog, you would say run. So each of you is going to give me one. I'll tell you the animal and you specify its movement. Now beginning with you, George. Duck.
Duck, they waddle.
They waddle. That's waddle. Indeed, that's waddle. Joseph. Lion. Jata. Lion.
Lion prowl.
Yes, lion's prowl. Lion prowl. Common. Pig. Pig. P-I-G. Pig. What is this movement?
They steal.
They do not steal. What do they steal? They do not steal. I beg to differ. George?
They trot.
They trot. They trot. Pigs do trot. T-R-O-T. They trot. Toad. Joseph? Toad.
Toads hop.
No. It's for George. It's for George. Sorry.
Yeah, George.
George, it was. So George, this one is for you.
They hop.
Toads do not hop. What they do, their movement is not called.
They jump.
They do not jump.
Okay.
They do not jump. Joseph?
They leap.
They leap for joy. Toads leap. Now, George, I'm going to mention a word, and your duty is to spell it. So each contestant, you have an opportunity to spell a word for me. Listen with rapt attention. Force majeure. Force majeure. A superior strength or circumstances that prevent someone from fulfilling a contract. Force majeure. Force majeure. Yes, to you, Joseph. It is to you, Joseph. Force majeure.
Forcemajer.
I disagree with that one. Tormund?
Force majeure.
Yes.
Fulsmerger.
I will let you believe about this one. George?
Force majeure.
Yes.
FRCEMAJEUR.
Well, I cannot give that one to you because you missed a letter. The force majeure, please listen. FORCEMAJEURE. You missed the last E. So I couldn't have given you that one. That is force majeure. Still on you, Joseph. Paucity. Paucity, meaning the presence of something in only small amounts. Presence of something in only small amounts. Paucity.
Still spelling.
Still spelling.
Paucity. POSITY.
No.
POCITY.
I disagree. Tormund.
PORSITY.
No, I can't give that one. George.
POCITY.
Please come again.
POCITY.
No, it is not. Paucity is PAUCITY. PAUCITY. And that brings us to the end of round 2.
No word pa. Obiat me by nhyiamu no bi. Woni wabusua nyina betimi aba bi. Memne da na akwasi ada bia ye hyiamu obi di simedua san kyerɛkyerɛ Bible mu. Wona wonya dansefo pa na koma wo.
Ye nhyiamu baako nso enye Bible nko ana esua. Wosan tete yen ma yehu nipa mu kasa.
Obia tumi ba Christopher nhyiamu no bi. Enye ye ho adansefo nko a.
Wo ba ye ho adansefo nhyiamu a, ubenya Bible nkyerɛkyerɛ. Nipa wo ho bema wani agye na obetumi ayi Onyankopɔn aye.
Yes, sir. Tie memene da nwumre bia na onan kosi no num e wo GTV so.
Ene kwasi ada nwumre bia na onum mpa mu kosi no nsia mpa mu. Ye be hwe kwan.
At the end of the second round, Tormund Agodo has 9 points. George Vinato has 14 points. Joseph Banye still leads with 31 points.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. We, with the permission of producer, we zoom into round 3. And we begin with you, Joseph. Joseph, the number 1 million has 6 zeros. The number 1 million has 6 zeros. I'm going to mention a number, and you are to tell me the number of zeros they contain. And each of you contestants will have to answer to this question. So that's a preamble. All numbers are given in US numberings. Take note. So the first one, Joseph, is trillion. Trillion. How many zeros are in trillion? If million has 6 zeros, trillion, how many zeros? Come again.
16 zeros.
No, it's not 16 zeros. Have another opportunity. Come again.
12.
12 indeed. Trillion has 12 zeros. Trillion has 12 zeros. Now, Tormund. Quintillion. Quintillion. How many zeros are in quintillion?
16.
No, not
20.
16.
20.
You're not guessing hard. It is 18. sorry. Well, it is 18. Let's move on. George. Quintillion has 18 zeros. Now, Tormund. No, it's Tormund. Decillion. Decillion. How many zeros are in a decillion? How many zeros are there?
$22 zeros.
Not 22 zeros. You might want to come again. You've been bailed out. George. Decillion.
24 zeros.
Not 24 zeros. Joseph.
25 zeros.
Not 25 zeros. It is 33 zeros in decillion. Decillion has 33 zeros. 3. Now, Thormond, this one is a mouthful, so listen carefully. Novem decillion. Novem decillion. As in November decillion. So NOVEM and decillion. Novem decillion. How many zeros are produced in this?
44.
Not 44.
40.
Not 40. George?
36.
Not 36. Joseph?
39.
Not 39. It is actually 60. 60. 60 zeros are found in Novem decillion. Now, still on Thormond, this one is proving to be a thorny one in your flesh. Queen decillion. Queen decillion. That is QUIN decillion. Queen decillion. How many zeros?
90.
Not 90. Thormond, come again.
66.
Not 66. George? I don't know. I wonder what George is calculating. Queen decillion.
120.
Not 120. Joseph.
38.
Not 38. You are short by 10. It's actually 48. 48 zeros are in Queen decillion. Now, back to Thormond. Now we are going to do some calculations, so get your pen ready. If a man invests 500,000 cedis at 20% simple interest for 4 years, how much will his investment amount to at the end of the period? 500,000 invested at 20% simple interest for 4 years. Brings out work. I like that.
4,000.
Not 4,000. You have to put on your arithmetic cap. George.
40,000.
Not 40,000. Joseph. Joseph. Well, it looks like your arithmetic prowess have deserted you at this hour, so I'll provide the answer. The answer is 900,000 cedis. 900,000 cedis. You have 500,000 Ghana cedis at 20% simple interest. You are investing that amount for 4 years. What will accrue to you as benefit will be 900,000 cedis. Still on Thormond, I suppose. Thormond, in economic and financial matters, deflation refers to a situation where there is decrease in the level of prices. But what in economics in bear market? It's indeed bear market. We talk about bear market.
That's when the price of goods are determined by demand and supply.
Bear market. Rethink. George.
Bear market is like an inflation. A lot of money going in for a few commodities or a few goods.
No, I disagree. Joseph.
Bear market where transactions are done without any monetary.
No, bear market. We spoke about decrease. So it is a market in which prices are falling. If you have inflation and we have deflation, prices are falling. Now, where am I? Thormond? Yes, Thormond. I'm now going to mention the title of a book, and you tell me whether it is a novel, a short story, poetry, drama, or autobiography. Beware Soul Brother by Chino Achebe.
Drama.
It is not drama.
Poetry.
Indeed, it is poetry. It is poetry. Now, George, The African by William Compton. The African by William Compton. What category does this fall into?
It's a history.
No. I gave you a preamble.
Drama.
Novel, short story, poetry, drama, or autobiography.
It's a drama.
It is not a drama. It is actually a novel. It is actually a novel. Now, Stubborn Hope. Stubborn Hope by Dennis Brutus. Stubborn Hope by Dennis Brutus.
Drama.
It is not drama.
It's a novel.
It is not a novel either. It is poetry. Poetry. Stubborn Hope by Dennis Brutus is poetry. Now, Tormund. Mission to Kala. This one is by Mongo Betty. Mongo Betty. Mission to Kala.
Drama.
It is not drama.
It's a short story.
It is not a short story either. It is a novel. A novel. Now we move on to George, right? The Trial of Christopher Okibo. This is by Ali A. Mazrui. The Trial of Okibo by Ali A. Mazrui.
It's a history.
It is not history.
It's autobiography.
No. It is actually a novel. It is actually a novel. Now, to you, Joseph. Vatican City is one of the smallest states in the world. It is also known as the Holy See. If the neighbors of Ghana are Togo, Burkina Faso, and La Côte d'Ivoire, who are neighbors, who are the neighbors of the Holy See?
Italy.
Come again?
The Holy what?
By who are the neighbors of the Holy See or the Vatican? If these others,
Italy.
La Côte d'Ivoire, come again?
Italy.
Italy, indeed. I'll give him this one. The Vatican is completely surrounded by Italy, so I'll give him this one. Now, Tormund. Joseph. No, Joseph. No, it's Joseph. That was okay. Joseph. What do Brazil, Uruguay, Mozambique, and Angola, these countries, Brazil, Uruguay, Mozambique, and Angola have in common? What is the common denominator among these countries?
They are Spanish-speaking countries.
No, I don't agree with this one.
Please come again.
These countries, Brazil, Uruguay, Mozambique, Angola, what do they have in common? Tormund.
They have the language they speak is common.
That's not the, come again.
Portuguese.
I'm forced to give you this one. Their former colonial master is Portugal, so they speak Portuguese. That is what they have in common. Now, Tormund. Damba Festival is celebrated by the Wala and Gonja of upper and northern regions. But which people celebrate Akwambo? At least you have the opportunity to give me two. Akwambo Festival.
The Kwamus.
No. Akwambo, which people celebrate this festival? George?
Winneba.
No. Joseph?
Aguna Nyankrum.
Aguna?
Nyankrum.
Nyankrum.
I'll give it to you. Actually, it's only by people of Gomwa, Agona, and Enyan. So Agona, you have Nyankrum is also part of Agona. That's why I give it to you. So with that, we come to the end of the whole Kalbudo.
Determine the outcome of your life. 90% of what you do every day, you do them without thinking. It's a habit. Before you blame a witch, before you blame your husband, before you blame your wife, before you blame somebody else for your problems, look at the 90% of your habits.
Living Word with Pastor Mensa Otabil on Sundays at 6:30 p.m. on GTV. Live it well, inspiring you to be.
At the end of the final round of today's What Do You Know quiz program, Thurmond Agodo from Sugakope in the Volta region had 13 points. George Venato from Letab Group Company in Accra had 14 points. With 36 points, Joseph Banye from Wa in the Upper West region topped today's program.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. Contestants, we are grateful to you for coming. Thurmond, George, and Joseph. Joseph carried the day. Hope to see you in the next round, or the next set, where you compete with the others. And for now, we want to say a big thank you to you for making time with us from your various homes across the length and breadth of the country. My name is Ebam Doko. I'm starting for your regular host, Dan Afari-Yaboa, and on behalf of Francis X. Mensah, Kingsley Abuaji, Collins Mensah, Samuel Logo, Felicita Beviade, Stephen Afuakwa, Victor Niadi, Greg Mingo, Crystal Lights here, Aincoin, David Nano, Ebenezer Otu, Gifty Broom. We say from to next week when we bring you stories shop, or we bring you questions from archaeology to zoology, and from the studio audience here, we say the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and grant you peace to pass it all understanding. And from here we say what?